Now to the deadly explosion outside of the 64-story Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Authorities are treating this as a possible act of terror as well.
Yes, a Tesla Cybertruck exploded right outside the hotel on New Year's Day. The FBI is on the scene. They're helping with the investigation. They want to know, is there any connection to the massacre in New Orleans?
Yeah, because this has got everybody's eyebrow raised. Tim Caputo from our sister station at KABC-TV joins us live from Vegas. Hey, Tim, so there's so much we feel like we don't know about this. Fill us in on what you know.
Absolutely, and actually some new information coming in this morning that is yet another similarity to the attack in New Orleans that does, as you guys mentioned, raise even more questions on whether or not it is any way related or if this was an act of terrorism. I'll get to that in a second because as the sun comes up here in Las Vegas, you see over my left shoulder here, the repair work has begun on where that Cybertruck was parked and exploded just about 24 hours ago. Police still here on scene. Meanwhile, about 12 hours away in Colorado Springs, federal agents searching a number of locations of the man they believe rented that Cybertruck, drove it 12 hours here to Las Vegas as they still search for a motive this morning. We were here around 10:30 last night when federal authorities as well as local police finally towed away that badly damaged Cybertruck that exploded on Wednesday morning. The driver of that truck, who was inside the time it exploded around 9 o'clock yesterday morning, died. This morning, authorities have now identified the man who at least rented the truck on Monday from Colorado Springs as Matthew Livelsberger. Overnight, federal agents conducted operations at various locations in Colorado Springs related to this New Year's Day explosion here in Las Vegas. But at this point this morning, authorities cannot say that Livelsberger, the man they believe rented the truck, was also the man who died here yesterday morning. But because between the explosion and the fire, the driver suffered fatal injuries so severe, they haven't been able to get a positive ID of that body. Las Vegas police say the Cybertruck was packed with firework mortars, fuel, and gas cans, and it exploded only 15 seconds after parking in front of the Trump Tower Wednesday morning. Remarkably, the 7 other people hurt in the blast suffered only minor injuries. Those staying at this hotel for the holiday week are amazed the injuries and the damage weren't far worse, as investigators focus on why someone would do this.
We're looking directly into Trump Tower from our room, and then I saw there was a second explosion. So I heard one and then saw the other one actually happen. And it was like fireworks were shooting off.
As of right now, our number one goal is to ensure that we have the proper identification of the subject involved in this incident. Following that, our second objective is to determine whether this was an act of terrorism or not. I know everybody's interested in that word and trying to see if we can say, hey, this is a terrorist attack. That is our goal, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, there is interest for good reason, too, obviously, with that attack happening in New Orleans. This morning, we've learned that Livelsberger from Colorado Springs is an Army veteran, just like the suspect in the New Orleans terror attack. And both men reportedly used the same app to rent their vehicle. The attack, of course, happened on the same day, and now we know they are both Army veterans. Authorities here in Las Vegas, at least yesterday afternoon, quick to brush off all these similarities as coincidence. But as more similarities come up, the feds surely have to be wondering if this is more than just happenstance. Back out here live here in Las Vegas this morning, that explosion happened just about 24 hours ago, and you barely see any damage on the front doors and windows of Trump Tower, and that's because the Cybertruck itself actually absorbed a lot of the damage from that blast. It ended up going up instead of out. That's why they're doing repairs on that kind of overhang here. As for the guests staying at the hotel, many of them were moved to other hotels here on the Strip, although we have seen a number of people getting cabs here this morning as things start to get back to normal, but obviously the investigation just getting underway. We're live here in Las Vegas. I'm Tim Caputo, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Such a good job, Tim.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
And if you see the video, too, you do see it go up. And
yeah, you
there's
definitely
still
do.
a lot of the front seems to be still intact. So just incredible stuff there. Thank you so much. That's